Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about how to create a new project in Scoro. You can see that we're currently on the project tab. I've got a variety of projects right here, and we're going to click the new button to start our new project. We'll call this building a house as the project name, and we'll have this be project number 10. And we'll say this is going to be a personal project. And activities linked to the personal project will not be shown in our reports. And we can update those settings as well. And we can also choose a client if we so choose. Since this project is for me, I'm going to attach it to another project that I had. And we're going to say that our start date will stay today, and we'll have our due date be next year. So we're going to give ourselves 1 full year to build that house. And then we'll put myself as the project manager. And then over here, important part of starting your project is going to be to add some phases and add some milestones. So we can first think about, okay, what would be the first phase of building a house? Well, we have to buy land. And we'll say we're going to start that next week. Right here, and we want to finish this by the end of January. And then we're going to add a milestone. And we're going to set this milestone to be on January 24th as well. Then we're going to add a second phase. So we have the land we need per our milestone. Our next step is going to be obtaining materials to build the house. And we're going to have that start immediately the week after we've gotten our land. And for this one, we might have to push this out depending on supply chain issues. And then we'll pop our milestone to obtain all materials needed to build the house. And again, we're going to shoot for April, end of April, to have that completed. So we can also save as project template if we're planning on building lots of houses. And we're actually going to change this and put this back in the work category. And we can put our project description. So we're going to save it as a template. And for our budget, we can just do a simple budget. So looking at this, let's say labor costs are going to be 75,000. We'll say expenses are going to be overall 100,000. Invoices, we'll say will be 50, and then bills 100. So now we've got a rough plan in place for our project. So we're going to go ahead and save this. And now we have our project template here. So let's go back to our project list and let's go down to another project that we have. Page's Bakery. So this project is currently in progress. And you can see that we have our duration and we're looking at our different milestones here on this Gantt chart. And from here, I'm going to want to make some updates because I added a CFO salary that I have not yet added. So looking at that, we can go back into our budgets. And we can see what we have here for the different projects and users. So at a very high level, those would be the first couple steps to create a project. To find our project template, we would go over here, we'll click on building a house. Let's say that our client changes and I want to actually use a new client. So I can either click a client from here, but let's say I can't find the client that I'm looking for. So instead, we can go over here to contacts and we don't have to worry about saving. And we can have a new contact here. And it can be a new person. And we can put all of their information for them. So we're just going to say they're a new home buyer. And then we can go ahead and save this. We're going to go back into our projects. We're going to go into our project template, pull up our building a house project. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and look for that new client. So now new home buyer is showing under our client list. And then we're going to go ahead and save this. And that is really a high-level overview of how you start a project, how you start filling in some of those milestones, and how you would also change the client if that were to happen during your project. Thank you for watching and feel free to reach out with any questions.